Hi, everybody. I am Lance Smith, and I have told people that the book Alice in Wonderland is a book that nobody ever wants brought to life in reality. And it has been brought to life in reality, and I am the White Rabbit. So now let me explain to you guys why we never want the book Alice in Wonderland brought to life in reality. I have explained to people the difference between heaven and hell before, and I'm going to explain it real quick again to explain why we never want the book Alice in Wonderland brought to life in reality. Okay, so what's the difference between heaven and hell? There's a table in hell, there's a table in heaven, and the tables are exactly the same. Okay, huge tables. In the middle of the table, there's a bunch of food. 20 people are around each table. And there's 4-foot-long chopsticks. Okay, so the chopsticks are so long that you can't feed yourself. Now, the difference between heaven and hell is the people in hell, they are only trying to feed each other, so they're all starving to death because they can't feed each other with the long chopsticks. Now, in heaven, they have all agreed and accepted that life is better if we feed each other. So the 20 people in heaven, they're all enjoying life because they're feeding each other. None of them are starving. Now, in life, okay, good represents the table in heaven. Evil represents the table in hell. If you choose good in life, you automatically win. Okay? Now, the table in heaven, the 20 people around it, let's say that represents the 20 good leaders and celebrities. Okay? So yeah, if you're good, you automatically win. Now, let me tell you what has happened at the heavenly table. Okay? I reached the heavenly table as a leader and a celebrity. Now, when I was growing up, I didn't have a drug life or a sex life, and everybody made fun of me and teased me for that. As I got older, it suddenly changed overnight. Because I didn't have a drug life or a sex life, everybody was mad at me. Okay? So, by the time I reached the table in heaven as a leader and a celebrity, the 19 other good leaders and celebrities were mad at me because I didn't have a drug life and a sex life. Okay? They should have recognized that and given me respect and honor for that and recognition. Yeah, they should have given me recognition for that, but instead they all got angry about it. And they didn't just get angry about it, they decided to not feed me any food. Okay? So what I'm saying is if you choose to be good, you actually don't have the option to not feed another good person. That's why you win in life if you choose good. There is no not choosing not to help another good person. Do you guys see what I'm saying? That's the difference between good and evil. It's the only difference. Okay? The only difference between good and evil is good people agree and accept life is better if we help each other. At the evil table, they don't agree or accept anything. So now listen. So I made it to the heavenly table as a leader and a celebrity. And they should have given me recognition for not having a drug life or a sex life. But they all got angry. Now, let me show you what happens if you don't feed one good person. Okay? If you reach that table and the 20 people agree not to feed one good person, let me show you what happens. There's a math equation, okay? And it says if you choose good, okay, you're going to win in life. Now, if you reach the table, okay, and the 19 people decide not to feed one person, it creates variable. Okay, yeah, watch. It is an option in life. Yes, here we go. Okay, ready? Okay. If there's 20 people at the heavenly table and the 19 good people decide to not feed one person, it is an option in the good equation, okay? Let's call it variable x, okay? But if you choose variable x, it's going to make XYZ happen. There's no stopping XYZ from happening if you choose to not feed one good person. If the 19 people decide to act like the people at hell's table, it's going to make XYZ happen. So I've been sitting at the heavenly table for the last 10 years, and they haven't fed me one time. And it has created XYZ. So because they haven't been feeding me, I went through all this painful emotion and all this painful emotion and all this painful abuse because they aren't feeding me. The XYZ is they're all going to go through it now. You can't keep it from happening. So I never wanted this to happen to anybody. But again, it's funny to me because the only difference between the table of heaven and hell is we're in the agreement to help each other. That's the only difference. Do you guys see what I'm saying? So you guys screwed me over. I'm not somebody who likes to see people get punished. But at this point, I don't feel bad for anybody sitting at the good table. And there's nothing you can do from keeping all the crap that happened to me happen to yourselves now. That's what you guys did. You're all laughing, and I just went through it all. But you guys are getting ready to go through it all yourselves. From your own people, from your own followers. That's what I've been trying to tell you guys the entire time. Like, you guys are all upset with my wisdom, and you guys are upset that I don't have drug or sex life, right? And you guys said, let's go with option X. I don't like his recognition at the table. Let's go with option X. I've been trying to tell you guys, you can't go with option X because your own people are going to put you through what I just went through. So, I don't want anything bad to happen to anybody, but all the people sitting at the good table right now, I'm not going to feel bad for any of you for the next 5 to 20 years. Because you guys chose to bring the book Alice in Wonderland the book Alice in Wonderland to life in reality. There's no stopping what's going to happen to you guys in your own future because of how you treated the white rabbit. All the mistakes that you guys made against me, you guys have to deal with in your own life. I'm not controlling it. That's my glory in the situation, is I have no input on it. I have no power over it. It happens to you guys automatically. You guys all acted like the table in hell, and now all your own followers are going to treat you like you're at the table in hell. Just like you guys treated me like I was at the table in hell. I reached the table in heaven as a technician with a hand injury, and I had and I needed a psychiatrist. I reached that table as a celebrity and a leader with all my followers, and I told you guys, yes. How did you get here? And I said, I'm a technician, and I'm a good person. I have a hand injury, and I need a psychiatrist. And you guys said, you're not a technician. No, you are not. And guess what? Because you guys all said that I am no you are not, there's a bunch of people in the world right now that are no you are not. Because you guys wouldn't give me recognition for who I actually was, there's a bunch of people in the world right now that are no you are not. A bunch of your followers are no you are not. You get it? You guys are all dealing with no you are not now. And I don't feel bad for any of you. Again, I have no control of the situation, and you guys have no control of the situation either. There's the good table and the evil table. You guys decided to be evil at the good table for no reason other than to cover up my recognition for not doing drugs and having a sex life. That is pathetic from all of you. So I just went through 10 years of painful abuse and painful of emotion. I've been trying to get you guys to fix to stop choosing, to stop making XYZ happen. I did everything I could, and you guys chose to put me in hell every single time. You guys dug it deeper and deeper and deeper, and your XYZ is coming at you. Am I laughing? Not really. I mean, making the most of the situation, all I can do is laugh. Something that people love about me is no matter what I go through in life, no matter what, I try to help others to not go through what I went through emotionally or physically. I've done it my entire life. People have always loved it about me. Starting with picking up a goat head in your house. Okay? If you step on a goat head barefoot, that hurts so bad. It's funny to see somebody do it, but you know what? It's not funny for the person who stepped on it. I'm the person who picks up that goat head and throws it in the trash immediately. See, I don't want to see someone step on that goat head. But I do that with everything. I've done my best to make people not go through the emotional pain and physical pain that I went through, which is why I reached the table of celebrities and leaders. And you guys are like, you know what? This no drugs and no sex thing is upsetting me. I don't like your recognition. Let's drive them mad. You guys drove everybody mad. You drove yourselves mad. You drove your followers mad. You drove everyone mad. And now you guys have to deal with the madness of your own followers. I guess I just have to laugh at all of you for the next 5 to 10 years. Entertainment right now is stupid because the good leaders, they aren't good. They just wanted to drive everybody mad. There's no point to entertainment right now. Yeah, so this is funny about being the white rabbit. There's psychiatrists out there, and I happen to be a better psychiatrist, but I'm going to benefit myself and the world better by working on different subjects, because I've always told people that psychiatry is very common sense. People go, well, like, I studied 20 books on it. It's kind of like, what did the book tell you? Look, I'm thinking to myself, there's my own mind and other people's minds. You can study what your own mind does to crap. Look, you went and read 20 books and now you know what's going on in everybody's minds. Okay, what was I going to say? Well, anyways, what am I right now? So, when I reached the celebrity leader table in heaven 10 years ago, I was a technician. I had a hand injury. I needed a psychiatrist. And I was a professional at fishing. And I was an amateur at like 20 other subjects. 20. You know, I didn't know 20 other subjects. I was an amateur at 20 subjects. Okay. Again, I'm a leader and a celebrity. What am I now? Okay. I'm a technician. I'm a psychiatric doctor. I'm an autodidact. I'm an artist. I'm an entrepreneur. Let's leave it at that. So you guys might say, oh, I'm a musician. Yes, a professional musician. A book author. Okay, let's leave it at that. And you guys might all say, no, you are not. And I'll tell you, you know what? Okay, fine, I'm not. I'm a rabbit. You guys get it? Yes. Do you guys understand the white rabbit now? Okay. Since you guys wanted to say I'm not, I'll say, okay, I'm a rabbit. And because of what you guys have done to me, it affected everybody, and being a rabbit works in this world now. Because of the stupid world that you guys all created. Because you guys ruined all of entertainment. You know, the meaning of the good guy and the good cop and the superhero. Okay. It's all a bunch of trash right now because you guys drove everybody mad. Being a rabbit works really good in life right now because of how you guys treated me and how it affected everybody. See? When you go out into public right now and you say I'm a rabbit, okay, people like that just as much as they like a doctor. You get it? Like, yes, the doctor is respected. So is the rabbit, because the good leaders drove everybody mad. So you guys don't believe I'm a psychiatric doctor or an autodidact or an entrepreneur. Okay, but you guys do believe that I'm a rabbit. Okay, so let me give you the oldest rabbit speech of all time. What do you guys think it is? Okay, I'm a rabbit and I like carrots. Yeah, you know, carrots can be really good sometimes. When you get a carrot, you can eat it raw with the skin on, and it's not bad. You want to wash it off with water first because you want to get the dirt off, but you eat it, and the carrot's not bad. So sometimes I like to shave the skin off. And it tastes better with the skin off, but sometimes I like the skin on the carrot. Carrots, if you dip them in ranch, they're really, really good. Even if it's bad ranch, the carrot is really, really good with it. But there's actually better ranches out there. So if you shave the skin off your carrot and you cut it into carrot sticks, and then you get really, really good ranch, and you dip your skinned carrot sticks into ranch, it's really, really good. Yeah, I bet you guys all agree I'm a rabbit, right? Again, I reached the heavenly table 10 years ago. You automatically win if you choose to be good in life. I'm proving it right now. The book Alice in Wonderland is a book that nobody ever wants brought to life in reality. And I bet you guys are agreeing at this point. Yeah, no one ever wants it brought to life. That means that at the good table filled with celebrity leaders, the 19 celebrity leaders agreed to be evil to one celebrity leader because he made good choices in life. So you still win even if good people turn on you, but life isn't as good as it could have been for anybody. You guys get it? Look, when I reached the table, you guys should have given me recognition, and then we all should have happily continued to help each other. But you guys put everybody in hell and madness. And now, again, my glory is I don't have to do anything, and your own followers are going to put you through your own hell and madness. You guys see what I'm saying? You guys aren't going to go through the same thing that I did. Odds are nobody's going to go through at the good table. Odds are nobody's going to go through as bad as stuff as I went through, but you might. But you guys are going to go through some stuff. There is no getting rid of XYZ in your life. You guys think you have it all figured out, but you guys didn't. That is the dumbest choice in the world. Look, we have all agreed to help each other for a better life. And you guys all got mad at me because I didn't have a drug life and a sex life. That was the only thing that upsetted you guys. Look, we can give him recognition, or we can try to degrade him and ruin his life. And you guys didn't accept that I had my own followers, and that your own followers like me too. And at this point, this is why you guys you guys are teaching your own followers stuff, and you guys aren't living it. What's that old saying? Can you practice what you preach? So you guys are preaching to your own followers, and you're not practicing it on me, and it's affecting my followers and your own followers. See, we're all in hell because the 19 people at the good table, are upset at somebody else's good decisions. That's the problem. Look, you guys are getting mad at good decisions. But yeah, this Alice in Wonderland book has been brought to life, and you guys are going, look, you don't want to go you don't want to go follow a rabbit or talk to a rabbit, because rabbits are always lost and all they do is run in circles. Watch this. Okay, yeah, rabbits, they're always lost and they run in circles, but you got the Queen of Hearts. Do you know what queens do? They're not lost. They know the future. And they don't run in circles. They sit in thrones. Okay? That's what queens do. Okay? They're not lost. They know the future. And they sit in thrones. Okay? Now, what else is there? The Cheshire cat. Okay? Now, cats, they're not lost. They make the future happen, okay? And cats, they don't run in circles. They sit in trees. And then you got the Mad Hatter, okay? Hatters, they aren't lost, okay? They sow the future, okay? And they don't run in circles. They sit at tables and they drink tea. But rabbits, they're lost and they run in circles. And they do eat carrots. Nobody can deny that. Yeah, so I was trying to avoid this situation from happening. I was trying to avoid this video from happening. Again, I chose to be good at a young age. I spent my life trying to make smart choices. I spent my life doing my best to make sure people don't go through physical pain and emotional pain that I go through. And then that's what I brought to the table is, this is what I've learned in life. I want to show you guys how not to go through this physical pain and how to not go through this emotional pain and you guys just wanted me to go through more emotional pain and physical pain. Look. I was trying to not make this video happen the entire time. See, everybody's entertained by this, and they shouldn't be. Do you see what I'm saying? This is where the world is right now. Everybody's entertained with this video. Okay. A guy with his hair dyed red who went through a bunch of physical, emotional pain from good people. Yeah, a good guy who went through a bunch of physical and emotional pain from another good guy. This is what everybody's entertained by. Yeah, people like, yeah, you guys are making these movies of fiction, and they say people really like real life. And they do, but we don't want real life crap like this to actually exist. But yeah, so this is an easy concept too. For me, you know, there's good and evil. Evil people do messed up things to good people and evil people. Okay, so that's the glory of choosing good and reaching that table at heaven. Okay, you know that you agree to help each other. When you sit at the evil table, it's common for them to screw each other over. It's no big deal. It means nothing. Now, so we're at the good table, and yeah, this is what I was going to say. Look, as a good person, when I become a victim of something evil, it doesn't matter how painful or messed up it is. Okay, I can make it through. I'm going to be okay. No matter how even physically painful it is. Okay, I'm going to make it through, knowing that there's good out there. Knowing that good wouldn't do this to me. Now, when good does something evil to another good person, this warps your mind. This ruins your mind. It's something that you can't get over. I'm trying to tell myself, how do you get over that? Does anybody know? I went through it and my mind can't figure it out. You guys wanted to warp my mind and it worked. But I understand that everybody's mind is already warped like this. See? You guys warped my mind, but everybody's mind was already warped like that. Look, they're trying to say, if a good person is evil to another good person, it's going to warp that person's mind. Duh! And, this is something that I understand that you guys don't, but you're going to understand this now. Okay, let's say there's 3 people, 2 good people, and 1 evil person. Okay, there's a good guy, and an evil person and a good person decide to be evil to the good person. Okay, and the evil person and the good person both get caught. Okay, but let's say we can only choose to punish one of them. Everybody, good and evil, would rather punish the good guy than the evil guy. Do you see how screwed everybody sitting at the heavenly table with me actually is? I was trying to get through to you guys the entire time, and my warped mind now just says, laugh at everybody who was just trying to make everybody mad at the heavenly table, man. Your guys' life is going to be legit madness for like the next 5 to 15 years. Being mad isn't fun. You guys are going like, yeah, mad is great, but like, no, I'm not going to give that away, but I'll explain this. There is a definition to the word mad. It isn't fun at all. What is the definition of the word mad? Okay. So irritated. Yeah, the definition of the word mad is so irritated that you don't enjoy your favorite sweet hot tea. Yeah. Mad is, yeah, that the definition of mad is you're so upset that you don't enjoy drinking your favorite hot tea. Okay? Yeah. Look, ready? You have a favorite tea with just the right amount of sugar and someone brings it to you. You're sitting there doing nothing. Ready? Mad is you're drinking it and it doesn't satisfy at all. And you're still upset. Okay? Like you drink it and it's like drinking urine. That's what mad is. See, I said we never want the book Alice in Wonderland to come to life. See? Yes, you've got your entire company, you've got all your followers, you have billions of dollars, but you can't sit in your house with a group of people and enjoy a cup of tea because you have gone mad. Because XYZ has happened, and there's no way out of it. So, Queen of Hearts, you get ready to make everybody paint the roses red. Because you're going to be embarrassed, you're going to be mad, okay, and sad, and broken, and just ruined, okay. Because everybody enjoys watching this video. Am I right? I believe I am. After all the crap on social media that I've seen, after everything that has happened to me, there was these, look, people when I was growing up said this kid is, they either said he is super wise or he is just retarded. And I understand now. Look, I read a Bible verse that said, do your best not to sin and God's going to let you into heaven. So my entire life was based on just try not to sin. It doesn't matter if I'm working or playing with friends or talking to a good guy or a bad guy. I didn't care what was going on in front of me. I was just telling myself, just don't sin. And it made me a leader without knowing it. It made me a celebrity. It got me to the heavenly table. And they were mad that I spent my life not trying to sin. But yeah, isn't that interesting? Not trying to sin saved me so many times. It really did. I was in so many crazy situations in my life. I was completely fearless my entire life. Yeah, in school, okay? High school, ready? I was known as a loser, but my peers and my teachers would say, that loser, he's really irritating. He walks around the school, that loser, who has no girlfriend. He walks around the entire school like his girlfriend is the prom queen. And it upsets everybody. That wasn't the truth. You know what was going on through my mind? I was walking through my school as if I didn't like any of my girls, and as if I wasn't afraid to fight any bully. Not one. And because of that, my 4 years of high school, there wasn't one bully in my school because there was a loser walking around who wasn't afraid to fight any bully. And everybody loved that loser. I lived 4 years of high school, 1,200 kids, in complete serenity. There was one fight in school. It wasn't me. No bullies, 4 years, one fight. Everybody, the rest of the time, they had fun studying and getting to know each other. And I was the loser that everybody loved. And yeah, I was like the school psychiatrist. I tell you what, you guys want to hear something trippy? How many times I went through this? All you psychiatrists that know everything about mental health and the mind, watch this. Okay, I have learned that when it comes to talking to somebody about your mental health, it's easier to talk about everything in your mind except about what embarrasses you. Okay? Now, I was like a psychiatrist in my school for 4 years. it virtually nobody was embarrassed from me, but a lot of kids took complete advantage of that. And there was 300 kids in my class, 1,200 students altogether. And I took the time to get to know each one of them at least a little bit. And some of them, were like, hey, I get a chance to talk to that cool loser Lance. What do I tell them? Some of them actually wanted to just tell me what embarrassed them in life. They would, I'm talking to some random nerd that I've only met 2 times, and he goes, hey Lance, Lance, I just want to tell you that the other day I masturbated and I stuck my finger in my butt and I put some of my sperm in my mouth. And I would say, okay, are you being serious? He said, yeah, I really did that. I would say, okay, well, I wish you would tell someone else rather than me. And he would say, well, I actually only feel comfortable telling you, Lance. And I would say, you know what? If you put it that way, I'm actually glad you got that out of your system. I bet you that feels good. And he would say, actually, it feels really, really good, especially since you said that. And I was like, yeah, man, I'm glad you got that out of your system and put it behind you. And he would say, like, well, what should we do now? And I was like, it sounds like a good time to walk to the store and get a Mountain Dew. And he would say, you know what, Lance, I love you, and I live that situation with a lot of kids, but I've talked to these psychiatrists that know everything about psychology, and I'm like, I've told this to some people. It's everything going on in your mind. The hardest thing to talk about is what embarrasses you. And you can't tell someone what embarrasses you unless you 100% trust them. And there isn't a lot of 100% trust out there. Do you guys see how crazy good of a psychiatrist I am and could be? But I have to work on other subjects because I'm making this video right now. See, I wouldn't mind being a psychiatrist right now, but I'm stuck making this video because the 19 people at the heavenly table are still screwing me over and putting me in hell and driving me mad. Think about it. Yes, if I'm serious, you can only tell people what embarrasses you if you 100% trust them. I've told people, if you can find someone that you trust, telling them, you don't want to tell them just one thing, you want to tell them everything that embarrasses you in your mind. All of it. If you find somebody that you can do that to, you have to know that they're not going to make fun of you and go tell other people. If you find that in life, you're lucky because you get to tell all of it and it feels like popping a zit in your mind when you're done. Yeah, when you're done letting it all out, you know how when you have a zit in high school and you pop it and you go, God, that felt good. And it's gone. That's what letting the embarrassment feels like. It feels like this huge white zit just blows. And your mind just gets this. It just oozes and turns into a bunch of relief. You let out all that embarrassment and it's in your past now and you get to move forward in life understanding that crap that you were embarrassed about was mistakes that you know not to do anymore. But it is so hard to find a psychiatrist or a person that you 100% trust. Do you guys see the leader that I was in high school? Everybody trusted this loser named Lance. And they were upset because he's walking around like he owns the damn high school. The prom queen is his girlfriend, and she isn't. This little loser is so damn irritating. Look, it's because his damn mental health is so damn good. But yeah, shit. I can't stop XYZ from happening. you guys get it? 10 years ago, when I became the celebrity, you guys all called me No You're Not. So all my followers became No You're Not. And a bunch of your own followers became No You're Not. Because I was helping them too. Look, there's 20 different celebrities. And they all have their own followers. Well, some people, they don't like just one celebrity. They like 5 celebrities or all 20 celebrities. See? I fall into those categories of the 20 or the 5 often. So your own followers want to know what I have to say. And you guys are saying, Lance is No You're Not. So they go, I'm No You're Not too. See, everyone's messed up. You guys need to bring me to the heavenly table right now. Or your XYZ is going to get worse and worse and worse. If you're not afraid of that, I'm just going to laugh at you harder. What am I supposed to say at this point? What am I trying to do right now? I'm trying to reach a psychiatrist to fix my own mental health. Yes, I'm a psychiatric doctor, and I need a psychiatrist right now. Saying this helps a bunch of people. There's psychiatrists out there that like me saying this. I'm a psychiatric doctor that needs psychiatric help. Don't be afraid of that. I am filled with stuff like this. Yeah, people have acted like I'm against psychiatry, and I keep saying, no, I'm just trying to find a psychiatrist that wants to give me a correct diagnosis. It feels good to have a psychiatrist in life that wants to help. For anybody, even if you have zero mental health, it feels good to have a psychiatrist. You don't have to go talk to him once a month. But if you decide that, you know what, my family's mistreating me, my friends are I haven't seen my friends in a while. You know what? I wouldn't mind a psychiatrist appointment right now. Yeah. So I'll set one up next month. Look, yeah, you haven't seen us. You have a psychiatrist, but you haven't seen him in 2 years. All of a sudden, you go what? You go what? Yeah, you know what? I wouldn't mind talking to a psychiatrist just to feel better. See, I completely support psychiatry. I have so much to tell psychiatry. I actually wrote my own psychiatric diagram, like Leonardo da Vinci did for the first airplane. I created my own blueprint. But yeah, I reached that table and I was already there to help everybody, and you guys wanted me to fall backwards in life, but it made everybody fall backwards. Everyone. Look, you all fell backwards yourself, and everybody, look, everyone who needs a leader in life fell backwards too. I've told people like, yeah, you know, nobody actually wants leaders and celebrities to exist, but there's problems in this world, so we need them. I'm someone who always said I hate leaders and celebrities. And then I had to accept I am one. So people are going to hate me because I am a leader and a celebrity. At least I understand that. And you guys never understood that. I am a really good leader and celebrity because I understand that nobody wants one. It's like, it's funny. It's kind of like, all of my followers, they hate me. But they actually like me more than the celebrities' followers all like themselves, because I understand that they hate me. You guys all act like, I have, yeah, you know, I have, you know, 500 million followers and they all love me. It's kind of like, okay, yeah, well, I've got, yeah, you know, I've got 500, yeah, I know. Should I go above or below? Look. Let's go above. Well, I have 800 followers and they all effing hate me. every single one of them, because I am the celebrity. I am the leader. That's why they all hate me more than anybody. But they actually love me more than any celebrity is actually loved. Because I understand that they want to be the celebrity. They want to be the leader. Or they just don't want them to exist at all. See, my mind constantly accepts the truth. And then you work with the truth to benefit your own life. If you choose to be good, we agree to help each other. I need to finish this somehow. Life is really irritating and upsetting and mad right now because people enjoy watching this video. There's all this social media and movies and entertainment, and people choose to like this? So what am I trying to do right now? Trying to reach a psychiatrist to mentally help myself. That means a lot of people are trying to reach a psychiatrist now. And it's good to know that even if someone is a psychiatric doctor that went to college for 8 years, many psychiatrists need psychiatric help themselves. If we all understand that, then you're all going to have better psychiatric doctor visits. Understanding is so good in life. Some psychiatrists have perfect mental health. Some of them have really bad mental health. But if we can all sit at the heavenly table and try to help each other, life is gonna become as good as it can get. So I'm trying to reach my own psychiatrist. I'm trying to get my Facebook fixed as soon as possible and my YouTube fixed as soon as possible, so I can make either A, really entertaining videos, or B, videos that help people. And I'm filled with stuff that's going to help people. Filled. But it's not, I can't help anybody until the people at the good table start working with me. But they've put themselves in a situation where if they help me, then they have to go through XYZ. But if you don't help me, you're going to have to go through XYZ even worse. That's what my mind has said. Is there any way to get the people at the good table out of XYZ? I don't see how to. Even if there was an option to get you guys out of it, should I get you guys out of it or laugh at all of you like you all laughed at me? Oh yeah, the Queen of Hearts, she controls all of the cards. And she's a card herself. Look, that is funny. Yeah, you know what? The White Rabbit is a card too. You guys don't know what my card is. I'm trying to set up something really, really fun. Look, when it comes to cards, did you guys know that the original deck, it doesn't have 52, okay? You might guess, well, does it have 54 because it has 2 jokers? The answer is no. The original deck has 58 cards in it, okay? But in Alice in Wonderland, we're not using the original deck, we're using the classic one. So we got 52. So I have this, it'll be really fun to do. You know, again, I'm someone who makes the most of the situation. Again, people love that I always do my best to make sure they don't go through anything physically painful or mentally painful that I go through. What people hate about me is I always make the best of the situation, even when I'm in the worst situation possible. Okay, yeah, if I'm in the worst situation and I should just be falling apart and flopping on the ground like a dead fish, he is either doing something smart or something really funny. Okay, yeah, people hate this about me, but it's one of my strengths. So anyways, I came up with this really fun thing to do with cards. So there's 52 cards, right? And I want 52 people with me, 26 men and 26 women. And the game is going to be okay, yes. In this hat, write down what card you want, okay? And put it in the hat. Now, in the other hat is going to be 52 pieces of paper with all of our names on it. And we're going to pull out one name at a time randomly, okay? So the point of the game is to get your card that you put in the hat. So pull this one out. Whoever gets pulled first is clearly going to get their card, okay? But as you go through, it's going to be harder and harder to get your card, okay? But the point is to get your card. So I know cards so well that I'm 99% sure that I'm going to be able to get my card. There's 1% chance that it won't happen, but I'm 99% sure. So what's funny is I'm not the Queen of Hearts. There's only 52 cards. So I'm going to show you guys something right now. I'm just going to cut the deck and show you guys a card. And if I got my card right, I am so not going to tell you guys. I just want to see if it pops up. This is going to trip me out if it comes out. I'm just cutting it. But that game will be fun to live in real life because the White Rabbit of all people makes the most of the situation. So I'm trying to get everybody to make the most of the situation too, because the 19 other celebrity leaders at the Heavenly Table really screwed up. They were upset with me for not having a drug or sex life. You guys should have given huge recognition, but you guys all decided to treat the Heavenly Table like the table from hell. How do you feel, Queen of Hearts? In your face. You've been laughing for 10 years. It's not funny anymore, is it? All right, let's gut the deck. If it's my card, I am so not going to tell you guys. That is not my card, so I am telling you guys. So I am not the Seven of Clubs. That means you guys know that I'm not the Seven of Clubs, and I'm not the Queen of Hearts, but that is all I'm going to reveal right now with which card I am in the classic deck. Okay, 52 minutes. I need to cook something to eat. I got nothing to drink but ice water. Actually, I have hot tea but no sugar. Hot tea with no sugar is better than only having ice water. And right now, I probably enjoy hot tea better than everybody who enjoys their favorite tea with just the right amount of sugar. Yeah, I was trying so hard this entire time. But again, you know, the world is in this really maddening state right now. And I feel like there's all these music videos and movies and all this crap, and people enjoy watching this. A good man that got abused by other good people that dyed his hair red and wears a dirty, baggy white t-shirt. I am great with psychology and psychiatry. Some things in life are really dumb, like this video. But some things in life are really wonderful. I was going to say something, but I forgot. Oh, I'll finish it with this. When it comes to Alice in Wonderland, that book, I know some really magical secrets about it that I'm not going to give away right now, but they're very stunning. Very magical. Again, someone that makes the best of the situation. I don't want anybody to go through anything painful or emotional that I went through in life. And Yeah, you know, I don't like people to go through anything emotional or painful. But when someone breaks the law, I do enjoy seeing them be put into a jail cell. Um, when it comes to forgiveness, I was going to bring this up too. I believe when I reach the celebrity table, they believe, well, Lance is one of those guys where if you screw him over, it doesn't matter how bad, he's just going to forgive you in the end. I'm someone that has been misread and misjudged my entire life. Okay, I am not a forgiving person. Okay, I have beat up a lot of people extremely bad with my fists. Um, um, what was I gonna say? Forgiveness. What I was going to say about forgiveness. I actually do love to give forgiveness, but I only give it if, at this point, I only give forgiveness if I'm 100% sure that you want it. Because there's a large group of people out there that find forgiveness as a weakness, and they take advantage of someone who is forgiving. So I have zero forgiveness to offer anybody unless I'm 100% sure you want it. If I'm 99% sure, I tell you to go fuck yourself. Because there are some people that take great advantage of somebody who gives forgiveness. Again, I love to give forgiveness, even if you have completely screwed up. It doesn't matter how nasty of a person you are, man. You're a pedophile, serial killer, drug addict, porn star. If I'm 100% sure that you want forgiveness, I love giving it to you. But if it's 99%, if I'm 99% sure, okay, I say get into that jail cell right now. Again, I've been very misread and judged my entire life. Yeah, so you guys are saying Lance is one of those guys that it doesn't matter how bad you screw him over. Okay, he's going to give you forgiveness in the end for being a good person. No, definitely not. Okay. Again, 8 months ago, I told you guys I have completely caught what you guys are doing on my Facebook. Okay. I put 1 + 1 together, and it told me I should be making at least $100,000 a year as an influencer. Okay, I caught you guys. So you guys screwed up, and I'm now sitting on a $5 million lawsuit. So what I told you guys is, give me $50,000 right now, so I can go buy a car and rent an apartment, and work with me, and we'll let the entire situation go. And you guys went, no, Lance is one of those guys that it doesn't matter how bad you screw him over. Okay, he's going to forgive you in the end. Okay. No, I have never been like that. I've been learning forgiveness throughout my life. I'm someone who, when it comes to fighting, it's funny. People think I'm a very cute person. So, I mean, there's a group of boys hanging out, and a rough boy comes along, and he's not afraid to shove everybody. Yeah, or it doesn't matter if it's a big crowd or a small crowd. Yeah, there's a big crowd, okay? And there's finally a big, strong bully starts messing with everybody, okay? Who ends up yelling at him? Okay, it's the cute boy named Lance. Okay. Yeah, all of a sudden, the big, strong bully stands around, and then he says, "Who just yelled at me?" Lance, okay, Lance is yelling? Good. Okay, he goes, "Why are you yelling at me?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He goes like, well, you know, you're Lance. I go, "Yeah, you know, I'm about to beat your fucking ass. Did you hear what you just did and told everybody?" And you go, "Well, shit, man, you're the cute kid. This isn't cute. This isn't funny." Okay, "Yeah, no shit, dude." And he goes, "I don't like this. Why are you talking shit of all people? We don't want to see Lance talking shit." And then, and they go, okay, you know what? I agree, Lance, just chill out. You know, I shouldn't be fighting anyone. Other times, I beat the shit out of somebody and I walk away and nobody even knows it was me. There's a movie that expresses this character. When you beat someone up and you walk away and no one thought it was you. There's a movie on it. I'll leave that secret right now too. Anyways, the way I see it right now, I have no forgiveness to give anybody. I don't see anyone in life that wants to be forgiven right now. And XYZ has come into place, and you guys have to deal with your own followers. You guys are all fucking smart, right? You all have psychiatrists and doctors and attorneys, and your own psychiatrists and doctors and attorneys are all against you now because you fucked all of them over too. Is anything I just said in this video true? Or am I just a rabbit who's lost and running in circles, trying to find his next carrot?